All right. Good morning. We're going to go ahead and get going. And so before we start today, there's a couple of things that you might already have with you, um, but I'm going to just outline those in case you want to go grab something additional. So we're going to be beginning in hero's pose today. And so that's a posture where we're sitting back onto our heels. And in a lot of bodies, this can be uncomfortable in the knees. And so what I like to do is utilize a block or blocks underneath the sacrum. And then sometimes just a little bit of pad. I have like a thin pillow here, or you could use a blanket under your knees if you're sensitive. And again, these are all just suggestions. You take what works for you. It could be 1 or 2 blocks at any height or setting, but just something that feels sustainable for you and steady. That's kind of the theming of what we're working with today. It's a steady flow. There'll be a fair amount of movement, but it's going to be just really consistent and steady, not rushing, not hurrying, staying with the breath. And so kind of still along the themes of that gentle strength of the stingray that we were working with on Tuesday. So once you find your hero's pose, if you do have a tuning fork, we'll be utilizing that this morning. If you don't have a tuning fork, not a problem. We'll do what's called a heart drum. So we're going to be working with Anahata chakra, our heart chakra, to begin with today. So with the tuning fork, if you're utilizing this, you'll just strike it on the base of your palm and then place it at the center of your chest. And just feel the vibrations, that frequency moving, alchemizing throughout the body as you're breathing deeply. If you don't have a tuning fork, we'll make a gentle fist with our hand, place it right over the center of your chest. And I call this a heart drum. So it's just a steady, rhythmic pace. And again, we're working here with vibration, with frequency, with energy. So there's nothing really intellectually that you need to do. You can't do it wrong. Just breathe deeply into your belly to help the body get the message that we're safe, we're supported, we're steady. And just observe what you observe here as we open our practice. Notice any areas of your body that might be holding on to tension. Some general culprits or often can be the culprits are maybe the forehead or around the eyes. Check in on your jaw if you're clenching, or maybe the tongue is at the roof of the mouth. Relax the shoulders. Relax the space around the hips. And if you're using the tuning fork, just complete the round that you're currently on and set the fork down. If you're using the heart drum, just let your hand gently fall down to rest onto your lap. We'll move into our Dirga breath here. So that's that 3-part breath that we breathe in and we notice the prana, the air moving under the landmarks of the belly, the rib cage, the collarbones. Keep drawing up and in with the breath and energy. And now exhale, feel the shoulders drop. The breath moves under the collarbones, the rib cage, and the belly. We go again. The wave of breath comes belly, rib cage, collarbones, all the way full. And then the wave goes back out, collarbones, rib cage, belly. Let's go 2 more times, noting the landmarks on your own. And back out with the breath. 1 more time, inhaling to expand belly, rib cage, collarbones. And exhale, collarbones, rib cage, belly. Stick with that steady pacing, but release the mind of holding those landmarks. And now allow your chin to just begin to drop towards the chest. The head is feeling very heavy. The shoulders are relaxed down away from the ears. We start to trace side to side with the collarbone. Starting to pair movement with breath. The next time that you come over towards the right side with the chin and the ear, peek up slightly, letting your right ear tilt just a little bit more towards your right shoulder. And then take your right hand down towards the mat. You can crawl the fingertips out a bit and sweep your left arm up and overhead, a little lateral stretch here. Keep your chin, though, down towards the right shoulder. Okay. Inhale, start to lift back up. The left fingertips are going to come to ground. The head will come through neutral, and then we'll drop the left ear over towards the left shoulder as the right arm now comes up overhead. Keep the head heavy towards the left shoulder. You find some length through the right side. Inhale to lift back up, both arms coming overhead this time. The head lifts to neutral, then just find that light basket weave through the fingers, hands to the back of the head. Let the weight of the head press into your hands. Lift your chin, tilt your tailbone back. Hero's pose, cow. Exhale, start to tuck the chin, little traction, drawing the hands, the elbows forward, C-curving the spine, seated cat. Inhale back to neutral. Release your arms down to your side. Circle them around so that your palms can find the back of your hips. And then start to lift your hips off away from the block. Widen your knees a bit, and you can have your toes tucked behind you or toenails flat down, whatever feels more supportive. We'll come into a gentle supportive camel pose. So pressing the hips and the heart forward and lifting up. The energy is drawing up rather than grounding down. And use your hands to support the hips. Squeeze the glutes. Find a bit of a heart opener, hip opener, back bend. Good. Now slowly start to press the hips back. Bring your left hand across to make contact with your right knee or thigh. Right hand makes contact with your right heel. Coming into dancing camel now. I do recommend on this one that the toes are tucked under because it gives your heel a little more lift. Now start to press the hips forward as you reach the left arm up and back. Think of a diagonal line from your right knee to your left fingertips, pressing the hips forward, leaning back. Dancing camel, we swoop that left arm across, the hips hinge. Left hand comes towards the left heel, right arm circles up, and the hips press forward. Good. Continue to move your body back and forth. Finding this dancing camel. And again, the pacing today is steady, but continuous movement. Just moving with breath, not a lot of hold. Just letting things really flow, tapping into more of that, the movement, the creativity, the feminine, the divine feminine energy. We all have both of these energies, divine feminine, divine masculine. And it's a dance between the two. What is needed now? Just a couple more passes. Last pass. Then come back to center. And if you have the block or any supports underneath of you, just move that out of the way and start to inch your knees back and together. We're going to come to a traditional child's pose. So typically we have the knees wide in extended child's pose. This time the knees are together, the arms are going back, and the forehead comes down. It's like you make yourself into this little ball. Sometimes it's helpful to have a block under the forehead. So soften yourself down into that introspective shape. Allow the shoulders to naturally curve around the edges of your body so that you feel a little bit more space coming into the upper back between the shoulder blades. Let's set our intention here for our practice. So if there is a dedication, a mantra, a person, an idea that you want to dedicate your energy, your awareness to through your practice, through your day and beyond, just bring that to the front of the mind, the seat of the heart. Take a deep breath in, and then open mouth, exhale. Take another nice deep breath in. And as you inhale, gently release the arms forward and start to shift your body into your tabletop shape. Hands and knees aligning, wrists under shoulders, knees under hips. Then as you get there, just take a little bit of organic movement. It might be shifting side to side, might be moving the head around, might be some flexion and extension of the spine. Just a few moments to move the way it feels good to move for you. And then find yourself into a really stable, steady feeling tabletop. Engage your core as that's the center, the foundation of our strength, our balance. And we're going to begin by extending the left leg back and the right arm forward for bird dog extension. Notice here how that left hip is closed, how we talked about on Tuesday. The hip is pointing down, the toes are pointing down. As we exhale, bird dog crunch, elbow to knee under the body, tuck and round. Inhale, re-extend, arm and leg go long. Now just the left knee is going to come down, reposition under the left hip, right arm sweeps open. Inhale, open the chest towards the side of your mat. Exhale to thread the needle. Bring your right arm underneath of your body, land your right ear down, option for a half bind, bringing the left arm behind the back. Inhale, release the left hand back down under the left shoulder. And we're going to kickstand our left lower leg. Kickstand that out to the side so that we can open up to our modified side plank. Seal down through the pinky toe edge of your right foot. Reach the right arm over your head. We're long through the top side of our body. Press into your right pinky toe edge of your foot and start to sweep the right arm over the head, coming to gate latch. Left arm comes up. Now bend into the left elbow, right hand captures the left elbow, tip your body towards the right as you push your left hip and left rib cage to the left. Inhale, re-extend the arms, just coming right back into your modified side plank. So take your time, use your core strength to move steadily. Come back into your side plank, float the leg and reach the top arm over your head. Take a deep breath in. Exhale, scoop your right arm forward, land your right knee down, back into bird dog. So the right arm is coming forward, left leg extends back behind us. Single bird dog crunch, right elbow to left knee, tuck and round. Inhale, extend long. And now tuck your left knee behind your right knee, eagle legs. So we have a lot of compression here. Start to walk your hands back towards your hips. Your front knee might lift. We're squeezing the legs together. Walking the hands out, melt your chest down to any degree. Keep the eagle leg, squeezing the inner thighs. Shift your body forward, spread your fingers, tuck your toes, coming into cross-legged downward facing dog. Lift the hips up and walk your hands closer to your feet than you normally would in your down dog. Lift your heels up super high, squeeze your inner thighs together, and now melt your heels down and your chest towards the tops of the thighs. Find your depth. Breathe here, tailbone to the sky. One more breath cycle. Inhale, begin to bend back into your knees. Untangle the legs so that your knees go wide. Now we're coming into that traditional extended child's pose. Arms out long, hips sink down and back. Let yourself settle into your space here. Find that really even, steady rhythm of the breath. The breath creates so much of our experience. Really nice job with that flow. We're going to do the exact same thing, just on the other side, just like that first side, just steady, rhythmic, one movement, one breath. All right, let's inhale to come forward, tabletop. Find your strong tabletop alignment. Left arm forward, right leg back, or dog extension. Closed hip, right hip is down. Exhale, elbow to knee under the body, tuck and round. Inhale, re-extend, find your length. Just the knee comes down. Inhale the left arm high. Exhale, thread the needle. Scoop your left arm under your body. Land your left shoulder, left temple down. Option for a half bind, right arm behind the back. Work to level the hips. Inhale, release the bind. If you had it, right hand comes down. Kickstand the lower right leg out to the side so we can open up with that strong foundation, modified side plank. Stretch your top arm over your head. Seal down through the pinky toe edge of your left foot. Take a breath in. Now taking the left arm over your head, come to stand on your right knee. Bend into your right elbow. Left hand captures the right elbow, and we tip over towards that extended left leg. Open your chest, maybe gaze up under the right elbow. Inhale, extend both arms up, coming slowly with control. Right hand comes back down, back into our side plank. Float the back leg this time. Reach the left arm up. Exhale, scoop your left arm around, coming back into our bird dog. So our left arm is going to go forward. Our right leg extends back. Breath in. Exhale, elbow to knee under the body, flowing with breath. Inhale, re-extend long. Exhale, right knee tucks behind left, eagle legs. Start to walk your hands back. Squeeze your legs together as you melt your hips down. Walk your arms out, and maybe the chest comes down. Breathe into this shape for one more cycle. Inhale, begin to shift forward. Wrists under shoulders, tuck your toes, cross-legged down dog. Lift the hips, keep squeezing inner thighs. You might shorten the position between hands and feet. Lift hips up one more bit, lift heels up, press the chest towards your thighs. Now exhale, breath, chest back towards the legs even more, and the heels go down towards the mat. One more breath cycle. Inhale, start to bend into your knees. Slowly lower the knees back down. Uncross the legs, coming into extended child's pose. Open hips, big toes to touch. Sink down and back, extended arms. Re-establish that steady rhythm. Check in with yourself. Take one more breath cycle. On your next inhale, shift your body forward into your tabletop. And then locate where your blocks are. If you have your blocks, take one block towards the front of your mat, and we'll set it on its highest setting. And I would set it kind of right towards the center top, like that, right off the front edge of your mat. And then let's come into our downward facing dog. Tuck your toes, lift your hips. You can take any movement that the body's asking for right away here. And then we're just going to start with a ragdoll at the back of our mat. So again, slow and steady, one handprint at a time. Walk your hands towards your feet. And then once you arrive there, grab for opposite elbows and let your body shift and sway. You can nod your head yes and shake it no. Now let's release the arms long, and now we're going to adjust the positioning of our feet just slightly. So begin to rotate your toes in and your heels out. So it's like a more of like a pigeon toe internal rotation alignment. And here you decide the degree of what feels beneficial in your body, then come back to that ragdoll grip. Try having the opposite arm in front and then shift and sway your body side to side. But more importantly, rock weight forward and back and just explore where the body weight lands in your feet when they're in this kind of different shape. Okay, release the arms out long. And now we're going to do just the opposite. So external rotation. Heels are in, toes are out. Again, you decide the degree. Hinge down, find a ragdoll grip. Shift, sway, rock weight forward and back. Gather information about your own body as it's showing up today. Not to punish it, not to see what's wrong, but to see how you can best serve yourself, how you can best align with what is needed for you. All right, let's turn those toes back straight ahead. And then plant your hands down onto the mat. Just step back to your high plank and then back into your downward facing dog. Once there, start to bend the knees right and left, left and right. Sweep your right leg high, three-legged dog. Press evenly into both hands. Exhale, wide low lunge. Step your right foot to the outside of your right hand. You might utilize the block that's at the top of the mat underneath of your left hand, and we'll take an easy twist, opening to the right edge of your mat. Take an inhale breath here, squeezing your inner thighs together. We're going to move into our high lunge. So like we do that softball pitch, sweeping that right arm around, we're gonna let that help bring us up into our high lunge or our crescent lunge. Take a breath in here. Exhale, warrior two. Pivot your back foot down. Arms go to the horizon. Inhale to star. Lift up, pivot all 10 toes towards the long edge of your mat. Exhale, windmill to the back of your mat. Right hand comes down, left arm goes up, open the chest to the back. Inhale up into star, strong legs, take up space. Exhale, windmill to the front, left arm comes down, chest opens. The other direction. Inhale back up into star. Exhale, pivot your toes out, your heels in. Horse pose, lower down into your hips, and we pulse here for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pivot the toes straight ahead. Bend into your knees and step your feet together or jump your feet together at the center of your space. Inhale to Utkatasana, chair pose. Sit your hips low, sweep your arms high. Find a gentle tuck of the tailbone down and hip points up, core is strong. Exhale, hands to heart center. Lift your heart up into your thumbs. Prayer twist to the right. Bring your left elbow between or to the outside of your right thigh. Keep squeezing your inner thighs together. Option to open your arms up to fly. Holding here for 3. Releasing the hands back together if they're open in 2. And 1. Hands back together, then all variations just come up into easy standing pose. Standing arms at your side. Now look down and locate your block. Make sure it's still at that top part of your mat, center top of your mat. And we're standing at the side of our mat right now, facing the long edge. Look down and see your feet. Rotate your right foot open. So here, our hip is opening towards the front, and we're gonna locate that block. I'm going to start to tilt my body forward, moving into half moon. I'm going to make connection with my block, and I'm going to float my left leg up behind me. My left hand is on my left hip right now. Now I'm going to take that left hand and help my own left hip open. Remember, we're working with those closed and open hips. That left hip opens to the side, so my toes are pointing out. And now maybe I lift my left arm up. Half moon. Hold here and breathe for 3. Land gently back down to the left foot into a warrior 2 and 1. Start to bend into the front knee. Left foot comes down. Here we're in our warrior 2. Now we're going to come in and out of that just a couple of times. I think of it how it kind of feels to do a cartwheel. Now I'm no gymnast by trade, but it's that sensation of kind of just a trust. You're leaping and believing you're going to fly. within safety precautions, of course. So start to shift your weight forward, land the hand down onto the block and open the hip. Find your space there, steady breaths. And then after a couple of breaths, just bend into your front knee, gently ease your way out of it. You can bring the block with you too. Some people like to have the block in the hand, so maybe you try there. Then we shift forward. Right toes are facing straight ahead, left toes are opening out to the side. Half moon. Land it back down gently. Let's go one more time. As you're ready, just tip in, slow, steady breath, open hip. Okay, now close your hip, rotate that left hip down so all 10 toes are facing forward. Let the arms dangle down. And then again, just sway a little bit here, side to side. You could grab opposite elbows, so we're back into that rag doll like we did just a moment ago. And release your arms down, bend into your knees, slowly articulate up through the spine, pressing into your feet, using your strong legs to bring you up. Once you make it to the top, roll the shoulders up, down, and back. Circle the arms now up and back. Hands come behind the hips. Here comes that camel pose, but from standing, supported back bend. Keeping your hands where they're at, use the hands to press your hips back. Extend the crown of your head forward, long spine. Release the hands down to the top of your space. Inhale for a halfway lift, Uttanasana. Exhale, hands down, step or float back. Move through your high to low or skip it and just meet in a downward facing dog. Inhale for upward facing dog or cobra. Exhale for downward facing dog. But steady your breath here. We're going to come into 3 breath cycles. Again, just really slow things down. Keep it steady. Sometimes when we start moving, whether it be physically or on a project or something like that, we build momentum, and the momentum is good. But sometimes that momentum can cause us to move just a little bit too fast, and we need to pause, check ourselves, and come back to a pacing, a rhythm that is aligned. Do one more breath cycle here before we begin to move into that second side. With your next inhale breath, shift your body gently into your tabletop. Make sure that you have your blocks accessible where you need them. We'll tuck the toes under, lift into a downward facing dog. Inhale, 3-legged dog on the left. Left leg goes high, reach the leg up and back. Exhale, wide low lunge. Step your left foot outside of your left hand. Right hand can come to the ground or maybe onto a block. As you stretch your left arm up, easy twist, charge your right heel back behind you. Squeeze your inner thighs together. Scoop your left arm around to the front to bring you up to your high plank. My little jungle cat's here asking for food. Okay, from your high plank pose, take a breath in. Exhale, pivot the back foot down, coming into your warrior 2. Breath in your warrior 2, and then lift up into star. All 10 toes go towards that long edge of your mat. Breathe in here, exhale, windmill to the back. Left hand comes down, right arm goes up, open your chest to the back. Inhale up to star, take up space. Exhale, windmill to the front, right arm comes down, left arm reaches up. Inhale back up to star, pivot your toes out, heels in, horse pose, and we pulse here for 5. Press the backs of your thighs behind you for 4, 3, 2, 1. Good job. All right, now from here, we're going to go ahead and turn our toes back forward. You can step or jump your feet together. Inhale, Uttanasana chair pose, sit low. Find a slight tilt of the tailbone down, belly button up and in. Exhale, hands to heart center, lengthen the spine, lift the chest. Exhale, prayer twist. Bring your right arm to the outside of your left leg or maybe between your legs. Work to open your shoulders, your ribs to the side of the mat. but keep your hips level. Option to open the arms to fly here, reach in opposite directions. Hold and breathe. Inhale, hands come back if they were open, or arms rather. Come to stand, easy standing pose. So just coming all the way back up, release the arms down to the sides. Now take your left foot, turn it to the side, and likely step it out slightly. Locate the block. You might even pick the block up, and we'll move into that half move. Tilting our body forward, opening our right hip to the side of the mat. Right arm goes up. Hold for a couple of breaths, and then gently lower back down. You can keep the block where it's at, or you can pick it back up. Make sure that those 5 toes stay facing forward on the left. And then as you feel ready, that cartwheel shift, nice and steady, moving in, trusting yourself. Hold for a couple of breaths, then come back out. And then let's go one more time, with or without the block, shifting forward. Open up to that side, or not side plank, but half moon. One more breath. Land your back foot gently. We'll come into a warrior two. So soft bend in the front knee, feeling down through the back foot. And then let's just go ahead and step that back foot up to the top of your space. And take a back bend here again. So reach your arms up, circle them back, reach out to the thighs, really opening through the chest, and then squeeze the shoulder blades together as the hands come behind the hips. Hips lift, find your back bend. Exhale, press your hips back as you hinge forward, tailbone going to the back of your space. Release your hands down for a halfway lift. Inhale, fingertips to shins or thighs, or maybe fingertips to the mat. Exhale, hands down, step or float back, and move through your high to low or skip it and meet in your down dog. Inhale, upward facing. Exhale, downward facing dog. I'm going to take 2 breath cycles here in our down dog. And then simply soften down to your knees. This is our choreographed water break. Of course, you always take water when you need water, but this is essentially halftime. And we're going to come back into that hero's pose. So that shape that we began with at the very beginning. And again, incorporate any props that you need. And know that going in, your body is in a slightly different space than it was when you started. So rather than just assigning, I got to use 2 blocks, I got to use 1 block, I got to use no blocks. Come in with a fresh pair of eyes. Like this is the first time ever doing it. And just see how the body lands into it, how it feels best now. And then as we come back into this stillness, notice where the mind wants to go. Notice where the body is pulling your attention. And the invitation here is to just rest, steadying the body, steadying the mind. Or if you'd like to incorporate, again, the tuning fork or the heart drum, you could bring that back in. We'll be here about a minute. Finish the round that you're currently on. And then start to gently lift the hips up again, away from your block. We're going to come back into that dancing camel. Again, just repeating a shape we did at the beginning, but now with our body maybe in a little different place. Tuck your toes is what I'd recommend. Left hand coming across to the right knee, right hand to the right heel. Press the hips back. As you inhale, stretch the left arm up. As you press your hips forward, lean back to any degree. Inhale, sweep your left arm across and over. Left hand connecting to the left heel, right arm going up and pressing the hips back. Continue to flow through this, and you might take it a little quicker this time. You might take it a little slower. Just a minute to explore this front line opening, the hips through the heart. Couple more passes, and then bring yourself back into your tabletop. Once you're in your tabletop, we'll take a round of cat and cows. Drop the belly down. Tailbone up, lift the chin. Exhale, tuck and round. Press the back away, chin to your chest. And inhale, belly down, tailbone up, chest opens. Exhale, tuck and round, press the mat away. This time in your cat, keep the cat back, but tuck your toes. And now with that strong belly button pulled up and in, lift the hips, downward facing dog. Breathe in. Breathe out. Working through our series again, but with some changes. So just listen to those changes and know that they're options, not obligations. Right leg goes high. Exhale, bend into your right knee. Inhale, right leg high. Exhale, wide low lunge. Step the left foot outside, or right foot outside of the right hand. Left hand stays grounded or on your block. Right arm reaches up for an easy twist. Okay, stay here. This is the first add-on, or come with me into revolved crescent lunge. So start to lift up, arms going side to side. Open your rib cage to the right. From here, coming to high lunge, sweep that right arm around, square the hips, square the chest. Crescent lunge, high lunge. Exhale, warrior two, pivot the back foot down, open the arms to the horizon. Inhale, star pose, lift up, turn to the long edge. Exhale, windmill to the back, right arm down, left arm high. Inhale, open up, star pose. Exhale, windmill to the front, left arm down, right arm high. Inhale, star pose. Exhale, turn toes out, heels in. Horse pose, hold, release hands down. Drop your back shoulder down, open your front shoulder to the front of your mat. Push your hands into your inner thighs. Inhale, center. Exhale, right shoulder down, left shoulder open to the back. Inhale, center, one more time. Rotate, open through the thighs, open through the chest. Inhale, center, twist to the back, last one. Inhale, back up, star, pivot the toes to face forward, heels behind the toes. Bend into your knees, step to center or jump to center, facing the long edge of your mat. Inhale, chair pose with airplane arms. Sweep the arms back, broaden through your chest. Inhale, chair pose, sweep the arms up, press your palms together. Exhale, sink in a little deeper, hands to heart. Exhale, prayer twist to the right. Start to bring your left elbow between your legs or the elbow to the outside of your right thigh. Option to open your arms to fly. Breathe in. Breathe out. Hands come back together. Inhale, stand up. Easy standing pose, arms to the side. Take a half a step out to the side and pivot your right toes forward. See the block in front of you. Half moon. Start to shift your body forward, floating into your half moon. Stay here and breathe. Landing softly into warrior two. Soft bend in the front knee. Land back. Inhale, warrior two. Reverse triangle. Straighten all four limbs. Reach up and back. Coming back in for a second half moon. Like we're doing that cartwheel, little bend into the front knee. Shift forward and float. Trust yourself to fly. If you fall out, come back in. Start to rotate your left hip point down. Step to the top of your space. Circle the arms overhead, Tadasana. Exhale, weave the fingers together. Take that weave behind the back of your head. Press the weight of your head into your hands. Back bend, pressing the elbows wide. Exhale, fold. Drag the skin of your scalp gently forward as you fold down. Release the hands to the mat. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, hands to the mat. Step back, high plank. Move through your high to lower. Skip it and meet in down dog. Inhale, lower halfway. Upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Tuck the toes, lift the hips. Breathe in. Breathe out. One more breath cycle. Breathe in. Breathe out. Okay, last time through. Inhale, left leg high. Bend into the knee. Open your hip. Inhale, left leg high. Exhale, wide, low lunge. Step the left foot forward. Right hand on the ground or a block. Left arm reaches up, easy twist. Start to get light in the fingertips if you're coming along, or stay here, revolve crescent lunge. Inhale, scoop the front arm around, square the chest to the front, high lunge. Pivot the back foot down, exhale, warrior two. Inhale, lift up, star pose, all 10 toes towards the long edge. Exhale, windmill to the back, left arm down, right arm high. Inhale, lift up to center, star pose. Exhale, windmill to the front, right arm down, left arm high. Inhale, star pose to the center. Exhale, turn the toes out, heels in. Sink into your horse and hold. Press your palms together here. Twist to the back, center. Twist to the front, center. Back, center, front, center. Up into star. Inhale, toes go forward, heels behind toes. Bend into your knees, step or jump your feet to the center of your mat. Chair pose with airplane arms, Utkatasana, sweep the arms back, broaden through the chest. Inhale, chair pose, sit the hips low, sweep the arms overhead. Exhale, press the palms together, lift your heart up into your thumbs, breathe to lengthen. Exhale, prayer twist, right elbow to between to the outside of your left thigh. Hips stay low, open your chest, option for long arms to fly. One more breath cycle. Inhale, hands back to prayer. Stand tall, arms at your side, easy standing pose. Take a half a step forward, separating the feet. Pivot your left toes towards the front of the mat. The hip is open. We start to reach down, finding that block. Half moon. Strong legs. Steady breath. Soft bend into your front knee, land down, warrior two, inhale. Exhale, sink a little deeper in. Inhale, reverse triangle, straighten your front leg, reach up and back. Exhale, second time, half moon, cartwheel yourself in, trust you can fly. Holding and breathing. Rotate your right hip down, feet together at the top of your space. Circle the arms overhead, mountain pose, Tadasana. Exhale, weave your fingers together, light basket grip, back bend. Exhale, fold, drag the scalp of your, or the skin of your scalp slightly forward as you gently come down, release the hands. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, plant your hands, step back, high plank. Option for a high to low or just push into downward facing dog. Inhale, lower halfway if you're coming with me. Upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Breath in. Open mouth, exhale, release some heat. And now soften down to your knees. Find extended child's pose or traditional child's pose. So either traditional, the knees are together, or down like this, or extended, knees wide, Arms are out long. Either posture, introspective, resting, closing out the external and allowing you time to tap into the internal. A couple more breaths. We'll come through one scorpion up dog. So gently shift yourself forward if you need to reposition your legs, your hands at all. Go ahead and drop the hips down. Roll the chest open. Lift the chin. Heels towards the back of the head. And then exhale to come back into your table. Just grab a seat on your mat. Good time for a water break if you'd like. All right. We're going to come into Baddha Konasana in our lower body. So that's the soles of the feet together. And then you can choose to grab around the outside part of your feet, around your shins, wherever it feels comfortable for you. And then the other thing that you can really customize that can change the shape is how close your heels are in towards you or away from you. And we tend to think that this is the more advanced posture with the heels like super close in, but actually with the feet out a little bit more, we can access some really interesting areas of our hips and our inner thighs. So knowing that, find the positioning of your feet that feels good to you, and maybe the feet are out a little wider today than normal. And then just find some movement with the knees up and down, up and down. And now with your anchor point, whether that be around the feet or the shins, start to lift up and kind of have this intention or this drawing back. So the shoulders are rolling open. We're initiating the muscles of our back. So squeezing our shoulder blades together and slightly down as we lift our chin up. You might feel kind of an opening across this anahata heart space, biologically more like the pectorals and the anterior delts, shoulders. Good. And now as you exhale, bring your chin to your chest, C-curve your spine, and lean back. Imagine like the worst posture ever. Chin to your chest. Really pull your belly button up and in. And then let's do that again. Inhale, lift your chin up, squeeze those muscles of your back. Shoulder blades are coming down and in, engaging the lats, rolling open through the shoulders. And then now the opposite, like you're curling into yourself. Your chin is going down, your spine is like creating this C shape almost. Inhale to sit tall, extend your left leg out long. Bring the sole of your right foot into your inner thigh, and then reach your arms up overhead. Visualize the sides of your body just growing super, super long, up, 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 and out. And now from there, start to rotate, but we're going to go slowly. So it's a slow, methodical twist to the right. Go as far as you can until you start to feel like this part of your body is saying, no mas, no more. Then bring your right hand down. Bring your left hand down to the knee, to the shin, to the thigh, whatever is appropriate. And then re-engage to sit even taller. Exhale to look back past your back shoulder. And now staying in your twist, identify just in your mind where your left hip bone is. And if you were to, in your mind, take that left hip point and just kind of rotate it back. So you're pressing your left glute more into the mat. See what that little activation does. Okay, keeping everything where it's at besides the right arm. We're going to reach that right arm up like we're raising our hand in class. And now exhale, tip up and over as if you're going to touch your left pinky toe. Use both arms. So the left arm is reaching to the right arm is reaching to the left. Inhale, circle the right arm around. Place that hand firmly behind your right hip. Roll onto your right shin, stargazer. Press your hips to the sky. Reach your left toes forward and away from you. Reach your left arm up and behind you. And then exhale, soften all the way back down. Awesome. Okay, soles of the feet come together. We're back into Baddha Konasana. You choose where your feet are. You choose where your foundation of your hands are. And find some butterfly movement with the knees. Inhale, breath. Right leg goes out. Left sole of the foot comes in. We feel stable and centered on our hips. Inhale, arms are up. We acknowledge the length through our side bodies. Breath in, and we turn slowly. Twist, 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 twist until the body says no mas. Right hand comes down. Left hand comes down. Breathe in, sit even taller. Exhale, gaze behind you. Using the arms as leverage, but not in a forceful way, as a structural way. Okay, and now in your mind, find your right hip. Flex your right foot, and then just in your mind, we're pushing that right hip down and back. Okay, inhale, left arm up like we're raising our hand. Exhale, start to reach over as if we're going to grab hold of that right pinky toe foot. And then it's the intensity of the polarities, the opposites. Right is pulling left. Left is pulling right. One more breath. Inhale, lift up. Left hand comes down behind the hip. We're rolling onto the left shin. Point those right toes this time. Hips go high, stargazer. Get as long from fingertips to toes on the right side and press the hips as high as you can. Exhale, soften all the way back down. Great job. Bend into your knees. Place the feet on the ground in front of you. And then wrap your arms around your legs, around your shins, like you're making yourself into this little seed, this little ball. And just give yourself a hug here. So you could be holding the shins, you could be holding your arms, and drop your chin down and just rock a little bit as you just hold yourself in this compressed position. Good, and then pause that movement and slowly start to lift your head back up. If your eyes were closed, you can open them. Plant your hands behind you. Let your legs stretch out long in front of you. They can be together or separated. And then as the eyes blink back open from that compressed little C position, just allow your eyes to slowly, without an objective in mind, to just scan your space. Looking at everything, noticing the details, almost as if you're seeing it for the first time. Just a very slow scan helps us to slow down, helps our nervous system to take in our environment. And then go ahead and pause that scanning. You can let the windows of the eyes start to soften or maybe even close completely as you lower yourself all the way down to your mat. If you have a block, I'd recommend bringing that with you as you soften down to your back. And then as soon as you arrive down onto your back, we're going to come into our restorative inversion of the day, legs up the wall. And so you could easily do this without a block. If you're near a wall, you could actually do it with a wall too. So there's always many options. But once we're down, you're using a block, set it underneath your sacrum, and then allow the legs to start to float up towards the sky. And the knees do not have to be perfectly straight. They don't have to be bent. You could keep your knees bent the whole time. You could find some movement using the surface and the edges of the block to provide some myofascial release. The low back, the hips. Just a couple more steady, slow breaths here. Let's begin to bend into the knees now. Return the soles of your feet to the mat, but keep the block where it's at for now, unless for any reason you'd prefer not to have it. And then let your knees knock in towards one another as the feet wiggle out to the outside edges. So it'll create like this TP or this triangle shape, knees knocking in, feet out. We call this constructive rest. And then the more aggressive the angle is, meaning the wider the feet, the more the knees tip in, the bigger the stretch you'll receive. Begin to let the knees now start to drift back apart. So the alignment is natural of knees over ankles. Extend your left leg out long on the mat and hug your right knee in towards your chest. And find that same compression that you did when we were in that seated ball pose, hugging that right knee in and down, maybe a little rock side to side. Take a breath in for a 6 count, breathing in through the nose. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Release your right arm out to the side. Bring your right leg across to the left. Supine twist. Exhaling. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Now allow yourself to rest in this shape. For more opening through the chest, you could wiggle your right arm further back behind you. For more stacked hips, you could take your left hip and slide it slightly back. Inhale to start to bend into the leg if you've straightened it. Bring the right leg back over midline. Give it a good squeeze in. And then send the right leg out long. Hug the left knee in. Find that compression there. Maybe a little rock side to side, some movement. Take a big breath in, releasing the left arm out for 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And exhale, bring it across. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Settle into this shape. Adjust what needs adjusting, but don't overthink it. Inhale, breath to bring the leg back. This time, hug both knees in. If you'd like happy baby, you could take that, reaching for the inside or outside edges of your feet or your hamstrings. If you'd like another ball pose, make yourself into that tight ball shape one more time, giving yourself a good squeeze. And then soften into final Shavasana. Allow yourself to find a resting space, whatever that might look like physically in your body. As long as it feels supportive, you have accomplished the task at hand. Allow yourself to simply rest here. If you have the time and space to rest more and that would benefit you today, please continue to do that. If you've got things on the calendar to move along with today, then start to slowly reawaken by wiggling your fingers, your toes. And then as you roll to fetal asana, I'll invite you to just bring to mind one thing that you feel grateful for today. And this can sound so cliche, but it's so true that having gratitude, cultivating gratitude, the frequency, the energy of gratitude can create so much shift in our thinking and the way we experience the world, how we move. So at the risk of sounding like a kindergarten teacher broken record, think of something simple that you're grateful for, or maybe something big that you're grateful for, and hold that in your heart for just a couple of moments here, noticing how your body feels when you think about that thing, and then press yourself to a comfortable seat. We'll draw our hands here to Anjali Mudra, heart offering. And we'll seal our practice today in that intention of gratitude, offering to bring the prayer up to third eye center, your seat of intuition, inner knowing, your own best teacher. We'll bow forward to seal our practice. Namaste. All right. Well, thank you so much for practicing. I hope that felt good on your body, your mind, your spirit, all the things. And enjoy the rest of your week.
Thank you, Sarah.
You're welcome. I
And
saw you had your little buddy with you today too.
he's always out with me. If not, he'll be inside barking. So
Oh,
I love
yeah.
it.
Yeah.
Have a
Oh,
beautiful day.
you too. You too. See you next time.
Yep, sounds good.
Okay, bye.
Bye-bye.